Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome new subscribers. Nice of you to join us. And so yeah, welcome to the party. So yeah, I've had a lot of comments on specific videos. So the YouTube algorithm is it's doing its thing, and one person commented saying that they're being recommended these types of videos of people either being jaded or leaving the Christian faith. And yeah, just based on the engagement I've gotten on my videos on that topic, I can confirm that something is shifting. I can corroborate that. And so, yeah, these videos that I've posted have gotten more views, they've gotten more comments, more thoughtful engagement than anything else I've been posting, really. So it's interesting. So but it's not just angry ex-Christians venting. There's nuance, there's pain, there's relief, and what I appreciate, there's honesty. So authentic honesty, and one comment stood out to me. It was someone who said they had left the faith, but they hadn't left the faith. They're still a Christian, but they were jaded, and I get that. That word jaded feels. They said the word jaded feels like the midpoint on the path out. That foggy space between still believing and silently realizing that something's off. That the people preaching love often seem the most judgmental. That questions are met not with curiosity but condemnation. And then there are those who did walk away, people who grew up Catholic, Baptist, evangelical, you name it, and so who started asking too many questions, getting shamed for it. And then, them finally reaching their limit. And so they left comments like, congrats on getting out. So many remain trapped their entire lives, or they'll, one person said, you spoke directly to me and honestly made me tear up, and so I'm glad that I'm reaching these people, and but yeah, others have shared their stories of breaking away from rituals that felt robotic, the sit, stand, kneel if you're Catholic, and from messages that train them to fear instead of think. And I've had a few comments from people who still consider themselves Christians, but they don't believe in eternal conscious torment. And they're just tired and fed up with the weaponized guilt. These people were not preachy. They didn't quote scripture at me or any cliche slogans. They just talked like normal people, respectfully. And then you have the other end of the spectrum here. There's the Christians who, like I said in my previous video, confirmed exactly what I was talking about. And one individual didn't even watch the video before commenting. He even stated that. So he just saw the title, and then just he was the one who left he or she, I don't know, probably a dude, left the longest comment. It was, I don't know, 5 or 6 paragraphs. Yeah. But yeah, some had these, someone went straight to like threats. Some played the greatest hits. They, you have never had a relationship with Jesus. You're turning your back on God. Fear God. And then one dude told me to read Lee Strobel. No. Don't recommend any Protestants. If you're going to recommend Christian literature, not Protestant literature, please. But yeah, it's the same script, like they think if they, I guess, say it with enough certainty, it'll override my logic or something, and my experience and my pain and all that I've gone through. And it doesn't. But I want to thank you. I want to say thank you to all of you who have commented. Whether you left the church, you still hold on to some kind of belief, or you're just kind of in that between place. I mean, your honesty matters. I appreciate it. Your presence in the comments section, the conversations, I enjoy it. Bring me more. I like having this engagement and being able to hear from other people and get their thoughts, good or bad, of course. But yeah, I mean, it's clear this isn't just about doctrine. It's about identity, control, shame, awakening, liberation. I mean, and the reason videos like these are getting traction, from my point of view, is simple: that people are waking up, and they're tired of being talked down to. They're tired of being told what to think, and they want space to think for themselves. And for myself, I mean, I am not here to convert anyone in either direction. I'm here to speak plainly, to think out loud, to question what was handed to me, and also to, more importantly, to raise my son to do the exact same, not to believe what I believe, but to think for himself, to learn how to think, not what to think. So, I mean, that's what real faith would support, but maybe that's why it's not welcome in most churches. I don't know. Food for thought. Appreciate your time, guys. See you on the next one.